And hello YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of The Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host Jonathan, once again bringing you my thoughts and review for today's episode of Marvel's She-Hulk Episode 2. Now in the first episode of She-Hulk, we really got to meet Jennifer Walters, who is the cousin of Bruce Banner, aka the Hulk. And she's a typical normal girl who finally got her dream job, basically being a lawyer. She went through, law school. She finally passed the bar. She's now finally ready to get to work and fight crime in the court of law, as so to speak. And she's carrying around a big secret: the fact that she's a Hulk herself. Now, when she first discovered that she's a Hulk, she's very similar and also not similar to her cousin. He has a split personality, while hers is pretty much one brain, one person conscious in both bodies. So that was pretty interesting. We also got to see the fact that she can release the anger of being the Hulk whenever she wants, but she can also control and maintain it. So far, from what we've seen. So, and the first episode we got to see her train with her cousin. Him testing out, see what's different from him to her. Obviously, she's a woman, so she develops different. So that's cool. So now in this episode, we get to see her pretty much now be exposed to the public eye. Now, how is the public going to react to her being a superhuman, 7-foot tall green woman? Well, for the public's eye, so far so good. They saw her use her powers in the court live, while a super villain shows up and tries to crash the courtroom. I guess she had a court date herself. She wanted to I guess kill the jury or whatever it was, and then Jennifer stopped it, so she became She-Hulk in front of everybody, and the public starts eating it up and starts cheering for her and liking her. And then she ends up losing her job. And then, of course, she ends up looking for another one, which ends up her landing a new gig where she's basically becoming a lawyer for all superheroes who need a lawyer, basically. But the catch is, she has to be She-Hulk throughout the whole time, as she does it. So it's kind of like a win-win, somewhat not really sure if it's a win-win situation for her. Because on the one hand, she gets to do what she wants to do. She wants to be a lawyer. But it's a catch. She has to actually be a Hulk to do it. And her first case that she gets is basically be the lawyer for her cousin's sworn enemy, Abomination. Which we get to see him come back. Which, seeing the actor come back is like, yes. Because, for a long time, me personally, I thought, Marvel kind of like, shh, let's just forget about that Incredible Hulk movie. Sweep it under the rug. Forget it. But then we saw Abomination come back. It's like, ooh, are they going to start bringing back the references from the Incredible Hulk movie? Because let's face the fact, we all forgot about the Incredible Hulk. I like that movie, but still, as the Marvel and MCU move forward, a lot of us kind of forgot about the fact that the Incredible Hulk is the second MCU film. It still is to this day. So seeing them bring it back, and references here and there, Abomination. They even referenced the whole battle in Harlem, which was very cool for them to throw that back. That was back in all the way 2008. So we got to see that. So he wants her as his lawyer, and he says he's been reformed. How is that true or possible? Who knows? Is he lying? Could be possible, but I don't think he is. I think he is turned good for now, or to a point. I feel like he's going to eventually turn back to being the evil Abomination to try to stop Bruce Banner in his own way. But only time will tell. So Jennifer's still, in the fence about, oh, should I take the case of the guy who tried to pretty much kill my cousin? Or should I just go find another job somewhere else? Because that was the catch. She has to take this case or she can't work at that place anymore. So Jennifer's in a bit of a pickle. And then, of course, we get to see the big ending of revealing that, yeah, this takes place during and maybe even a little bit before Shang-Chi. Because we did get to see Abomination somewhat break out of the jail that he's in. But not really break out. Basically, a portal opened for him to get out. So we saw him fight in the Shang-Chi Fight Club. So this definitely takes place before and in between Shang-Chi, which is very cool. That the great tie-in right there. So yeah, I enjoyed this episode. I thought this was a very fun episode. I think I liked the first episode a little bit more. It was more funnier, but this episode was just fun because seeing her be a Hulk and how everybody reacts to her different from what, you know, when Bruce had to go through it. Because when he became the Hulk, everybody hated him. He became public enemy #1. I mean, can she maintain that fandom? Only time will tell, but for right now, she's probably enjoying it. And for Bruce Banner, yeah, he's in space. Why is he in space? No idea. But he's in one of those Kree ships that pretty much causes accidents from the beginning of the first episode, if you've seen it. So what can that lead to? No idea. War Hulk, perhaps? I mean, maybe they trick him to try to bring the Raging Hulk back. Possibility. Maybe he'll come back to Earth, you know, mind controlled or something, and he's the Raging Hulk again. And, you know, they gotta do the whole War Hulk thing. Or a version of it if they want to do it. I mean, there's something about the rights between them and Universal. I'm not really sure how that goes. But if they make a Disney Plus show, you know, Disney could do it. But if it's a movie people want to see, that's still iffy. So, but we have to wait and see what happens. But that was very cool to see him in space. Where can that lead? Who knows? Personally, like I said, I feel like it could just lead him setting up being War Hulk, maybe coming back, you know, the regular Raging Hulk, maybe because maybe the aliens did something to him, or he's so jealous the fact that, you know, Jennifer's more popular with the Earth people than he ever was, so that can snap him. But only time will tell. We have to wait and see. But cool second episode. Does think that we have to wait to next Thursday for the next episode. But yeah. Oh, by the way, one more thing I forgot. Apparently her parents are cool with the fact that she's a She-Hulk, because it doesn't bother them, because we got to meet her parents. She goes to their dinner, and it's like, yeah, our daughter's a superhero. Kind of cool. So we got to see that. That was pretty interesting. So yeah, I guess they kind of used to it because, you know, yeah, Bruce was a Hulk too. So, you know, it's nice to have somebody who has the same kind of power set and use it for good, while he was kind of like being a raging monster and he couldn't control his rages and what she can. So that's kind of cool how they're like, oh yeah, girls can control their emotions better than, you know, guys. Because us guys, we just, you know, blow out everything. Girls, you know, they deal with their emotions at home privately, but when they explode, they explode. But yeah, but that's how the way it is. But cool episode. I enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to seeing more. I do want to know when this story, where is the story going to take us, you know? Where is it going to end up leading us? Will it lead up to a War Hulk kind of situation? Or will lead us to Jennifer finally becoming She-Hulk and embracing it and actually being a superhero? So, because that's what everybody's calling her. Calling her She-Hulk. Even she didn't like the whole, oh, okay, call me She-Hulk. I don't like that name. But now she's starting to kind of embrace it. But, you know, we'll see her transform. Get it? Into who she's supposed to be. But I cannot wait to see it. And hopefully we get to see her as, you know, She-Hulk in court. I want to see more of that, because that stuff was very interesting. So yeah, let's see how that goes. So leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about episode 2. Are you guys still watching it? I'm excited for it. Leave me a comment below. Let me know. Thank you very much, and have a good day.